What's up?
It's recording. Hi, everyone.
Hey guys, welcome back to Hawaii.
I'm Julie,
I'm Shania.
and we got this thing down now.
We practiced way too many times to
I
not
know
do
you
it.
guys missed us.
I know. We're sorry that we were away. We just needed it.
It would
Yeah.
have been such crap. Like, I'm not kidding. It would have been the most boring, sad podcast ever.
Yeah, we would have really forced it, and we don't like forcing things. It's not who we are. It's just we prefer natural, ongoing, entertaining. Well, try to be entertaining anyway.
We're just entertaining to us, but
Yeah,
that's it.
but we have listeners now, so we must be entertaining somewhat.
Just so people are aware, Shania's on like 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, so if I chat the most shit, I'm so sorry. I
I need
really am.
to take a plane to Luxembourg in like, I don't
Couple
know,
hours.
yeah, a couple of hours.
Yeah.
I low-key don't want to go, but I do want to go. It's very confusing right now, but
You need
that's
to get
what
home to your mum, see.
that's our current state right now. Just so
Yeah.
everyone knows.
We didn't want to not do 2 weeks of podcasting, but we're here with energy and we're gonna try.
So this week,
We're doing hashtag Free Britney. We've watched it. We're gonna discuss it.
leave Britney
Leave
alone.
Britney alone.
No, we are talking about the New York Times documentary that came out of Hulu first, but it's now on
Mhm.
Now TV in the
So you
UK.
can stream it and watch it. Please watch it. Like it's actually very interesting. It's very informative than I
But like,
expected.
we can recap it for like just to get
Um,
the basic information.
yeah. So basically it starts off with Britney Spears and how her image began and then the drastic downfall of it. How
Like literally paparazzi hunting her down and being like, look at
yeah.
this 20 something year old.
Being a whore. She's
Oh
being
my
a whore.
God,
Literally though. They
being
were like
messy.
she's she's like a good girl gone bad. Why is she doing the most?
When she literally did nothing. She was just living her life.
And then she had kids, and then they were like, "Oh my god, she's a bad mom." Blah, 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 blah. All of that.
Yeah, what happened was paparazzi were chasing her and she was like, can you please just leave me alone so I can put my child in the car and drive off? And they were not leaving her alone. So
Yeah.
she panicked because she's like 20 something and a new mom and stressed out by these paparazzis. So she just grabbed her child and put them on her lap, and drove off. And people were like, oh my God, look at her doing the dangerous thing, putting her baby on her lap while driving. But apparently she stopped after a few meters and then put the baby in the back seat.
Yeah.
But obviously that's not photographed or not published at least.
It's just a bit sad, isn't it? Like, and then the freaking guy who was interviewed,
Oh
who
my
was
God.
one of the paparazzi members, he was like, they were like, don't you think you aided into her getting angry? Because this is the point where she like shaves her head and tries to attack people with an umbrella. And
Mm-hmm.
then he was like, no, I don't think we did because she loved us. Like, we had an interchangeable relationship. She understood.
The girl
We
had a mental
understood.
breakdown and shaved her head, and you want to tell me you
I
didn't
didn't aid to
help me?
nothing. Yeah, like, are you dumb? So basically, her husband wasn't letting her. I don't even know if it was still her husband at this point. Her baby daddy wasn't letting her see her kids because she was going through it. I think that was the reason, but he had
Yeah.
custody over them. And she just really wanted to see her baby. So she pulled up to his house and he was like, no. So she's obviously upset. And then the paparazzi followed her from the petrol station to the baby daddy's house.
Yeah.
And she's frustrated. Like, I want to see my babies. I can't see my babies. And then you're here telling me, Brittany, you okay? Oh,
Oh my
how are you
God.
doing? Like, leave me alone in it. Your reason, part of the
I
reason why.
can't believe paparazzi. I feel like it's still bad now, but like paparazzi in the press was crazy in like 2000 to like, I want to say like 2015. I think like since then it's gotten I don't know. I feel like we're not getting as crazy stories.
I think it's because of social media. Like, they have a choice to post what they want when they want to. And then more times tabloids go off of the post than they do
Yeah. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
candid pictures. Like,
But the
nobody.
whole like Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton and Britney Spears, they literally got their careers ruined by paparazzi and like press like The Sun and Daily Mail, to name like UK ones.
Yeah. It's really sad that that was their downfall out of all things, because they're very talented people. So
yeah. On this note, I also watched the Paris Hilton one on YouTube. It's also really
haven't
good.
seen that one.
That one's also really good. I love all these people. Like they're just really, there's no reason that they're still famous, but I just love them, and I want Britney to be happy.
Yeah. So that's not even the bulk of what was even talking
that
about.
was just the beginning.
That was the beginning. That was just her like history to get to the point where she is now, to the situation at hand that's serious. So through all her mental breakdowns and mental illness struggles that nobody, by the way, was acknowledging as mental illness, they just thought she was crazy. Her dad took it upon himself to take conservatorship. Did I say
So
that?
yeah, conservatorship is something that people get put under that are like very old and can be like taken advantage of. So there's someone that can they're basically responsible for everything in your life. So they handle your finances, they handle when you can go outside your house, who you can meet, like everything.
It's basically when you're meant to be incapable of making decisions for yourself, for the safety of yourself.
I think it's for very old, like maybe confused people, or like probably also people with severe disabilities.
Yeah.
So Britney, after that breakdown, couldn't see her kids anymore because So I think basically she accepted this. Like she was like, okay, I will be put under this conservatorship if it means I can see my children again.
Yeah.
So that's how she came to accept it. But it's been like 15 years, I don't know.
But she also reiterated, I don't want my dad to do it. I don't want my dad to do it.
Her dad has never been in her life, we should say this. Like her dad was never like a big role in her life. And somehow he got to take responsibility of her and her finances.
Which is mad.
And we all know how much money Britney Spears makes, okay? She's like her name can bring in millions.
She makes peas.
Yeah. But the joke is she gets a salary of like, I don't know, like a few thousand a month when she's like $1 million, tens of million business. Yeah. So where's this money going if not to her?
Exactly. Where is the money going, Jamie? Where is the money? Sorry, her dad's name is Jamie. So if I say that, is that
so this girl, this woman, Britney was like, I can stay under this conservatorship. I just don't want my dad to be the responsible person.
Yeah.
Like she was like, I don't care. I just don't want it to be that. And the judge was like, okay, let's keep the dad.
Yeah. He was like, I hear you, but I'm not listening. You're insane. You don't get to choose if your dad does it or not, which is mad. Like I feel like that should have been appealed for. And she had her own lawyer, and then the judge was like, she's too unwell to have her own lawyer, her own counsel. So I am going to.
And she has to pay for everything. She has to pay for everything. Even the lawyers that go against her. Yeah. How crazy is that?
Imagine that. You're paying for the people who are trying to attack you. But anyway, so her dad has control over her medication, her state of health, her money, herself, what she does, her business, everything.
Yeah, so literally her dad could be like, you're doing an arena tour now, and she can't say no.
Yeah. So she got to the point where she got all right and she came back. We saw Britney like all right. She looked healthy. She was doing things like she did her tours. She went to.
And she was even on America's Got Talent as a judge.
So we saw her be okay. And then what happened? That was this Las Vegas show thing. And I think she just got fed up. And my girl just walked off. She had she went to do this whole reveal.
As she should.
Plan. Yeah, as she should.
You're telling me. Whole plan. You're telling me this woman can perform in front of thousands and thousands of people, sing, remember her songs from 10 years ago or more.
Remember
no more, even like 15 years ago, like the songs from the 90s, but she can't take care of herself. Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's weird, isn't it? Like it's weird. It's just mad. I don't understand how they could see that, the judges can see that, but yet still refuse.
There's something shady going on with the judges. There's something going on.
100%. Like, how do you not have autonomy over yourself when you are literally doing autonomous things to benefit your dad's bank? I don't get it.
And then the mom wanted to be the conservator
Mm,
or hold over the conservatorship. I don't know how you really phrase it. Because her mom always used to be in her life and like care for her and like be a good mom.
yeah.
And the judge was like, no, it's still going to be the dad. I'm like, huh? It's what is going on here?
Exactly. Whoever said that? Like, why does it? Why? Like, oh, because that's I love my daughter. Blah 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 blah. Like
It
anybody
is
can
just
say they love her.
weird.
It's weird. So yeah, she walked off, and then she got sent back to a mental asylum. Basically,
It's just so after documentary came out, the documentary that's basically it, like talking about how the conservatorship makes no sense and how every year it gets reevaluated and every year she's like, I don't care, just make it not be my dad. And every year they still keep her dad for some reason. So it's very strange. So that's like what the documentary, it's just showing you how weird how ridiculous the whole
the
situation
situation is,
is.
yeah.
After
And
the
then,
documentary,
hmm?
there was the court case for a new re-evaluation. And Britney wanted a bank to be co-conservator with her dad, so
Yeah.
the bank could take care of the finances, and then her dad could still be in charge of her where the other things like what she does and whatnot. And the dad didn't want that, probably because the bank would be like, it makes no sense that you're getting all like the bank would
Yeah.
come through his lies. But the bank is co-conservator or someone from the bank, so yeah, we have a little small win.
We have a small win, but it's not enough. Like she should really just be in control of her own self.
And her boyfriend,
Completely.
husband, I don't know, her partner, he came out and said that the dad is a dick, basically. And I was like, oh my God.
He seems like a dick. He said that my daughter's gonna buy me a boat, and that's all he said about his daughter.
He basically was never in her life. Then she got famous and mentally unstable. And he was like, this is my chance to make money by doing absolutely nothing. And that's on misogyny.
Misogyny.
Oh, also, I was watching the documentary before Shania, and I wanted to send it to her to watch it, but then they came for her man. So
They
I
came
was
for my
like,
man. So let's get into it. Let's sidetrack, right? We love Britney. We want her to be free, all that. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. But sidetrack. Okay, so I see that Justin Timberlake is trending. I'm like, why is my husband trending? What is going on? Meanwhile, like I know people don't like him for whatever reason. I'm like, just whatever, shut up, you're haters. So I see my husband is trending and I see hashtag free Britney and I was like, oh my God, are they really going to be doing this? Are they really trying to get into it? I watched the documentary now. Before all of that, I see that he apologized. We can talk about how if we well, it's not for us to accept, but we could talk about the details of the apology later. So he apologized. He took accountability on social media. I don't know if he did it in private anyway. But when I watched the documentary, I said, really? Is this counsel me if you will?
No, but
Is this really what you're trying to counsel my man over? Are you
in
done?
the grand scheme of things, what he did is so like
Minor.
minor. Like when you see the other
So
stuff that
minor.
happened.
And they're like, he's a monster. No, he's misogynistic. And 90% of men are. And that's not to excuse his behavior because it's good. He needs to take accountability for it. He needs to
But also, it was like 15 years ago.
yeah. But he's also just like not doing what I would expect from a man who's paid. Do you get it?
But
And that's not
basically,
excusable.
they broke up and he wrote a song
He made
about.
Cry Me a River, which is an iconic song and it's one of the best songs he's ever made. So I don't understand what the problem is. Oh, he also said that he had sex with her before she told anybody. So he like bragged
That
about it.
remember when that used to be a thing in like the 2000s, like the purity rings and all these celebrities being like, wait till marriage. And I was like, there is no way. In like me being like 10 years old, I was like, there's no way.
Same.
I knew. I was like, there's no way. This is all pretend.
Don't be stupid. Don't be doing all of that. Like we
I think it's more America. I think here in Europe, it's like we were all like, sure.
Yeah.
And America were like, oh my God, Miley Cyrus waiting till marriage, so I was like, girl, what is going on here?
Please, go by. That's stupid. But let me really get into it. Okay, so because I'm mad as hell.
Oh my
They
God.
literally, because he made Cry Me a River and told the narrative that she cheated on him. I mean, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then it's a fucking duck. If she cheated on him, then she cheated on him. I don't understand why
But
that should
apparently it's a lie.
be a monster. Huh?
But apparently it was a lie.
Well, that she cheated.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You know what? Who knows if it's even about Britney? Is that confirmed? Did he say that, or did he just say like? Did he just make a song about it, and then he was like, "This is about Britney
No,
for the,
because
for the publicity."
no, because she was the only one he dated for like a long time, and then in the video there's a Britney lookalike.
Oh yeah.
So they were like,
But
but like if she actually cheated on him, what's the problem? You know, like she still cheated. Not everybody's perfect, and I understand that. And this is not me backing his misogyny again because he still shouldn't have done it. It's just that if she cheated, then she cheated. My man should deserve to make a cheating song. Everybody.
I feel like it's such a big thing in music to write songs about your love experience, good
Yeah.
or bad. So I feel like there's loads of examples in it. It was just because I feel like he wrote the song, he released it, he was like, fine, Britney can do like a song from her side, like a little bit of that. But then the media was like, Justin, good, Britney, bad. And they ran with it. And
They
then they
ran with it. Okay, so he fueled the narrative that she's bad and made the paparazzi worse for her. I understand that. Does that make him a monster? No, because he didn't actually purposely antagonize them to do that.
I felt
Get
like
it?
also, have you seen him nowadays? Like he's such a like
He makes country music and he has a son named Silas. Leave him alone. He is a father in a farm. Let him go. All
and can
right?
we
Leave
just
him alone.
I
But
just wanna talk about 1 second the iconic couple outfit from Justin and Britney when they were like all in denim. It haunts me to this day. Every time I wear jeans and then I put on a jean jacket on top, I can just see them and then I need to remove it. I'm like, no, I can't wear this.
like I can't do this. Yeah, no, I
Mm-mm.
understand. But that's not also why
Iconic.
they cancel him because they still are mad about the Janet Jackson thing, which to me,
What Janet Jackson thing?
so basically they had, I think it was a Super Bowl or VMA performance. Justin was performing and she was his guest.
Mm-hmm.
And he was singing Rock Your Body, and
Mm-hmm.
then she had these like she had this clothes on. She had clothes on that was meant to be ripped and to reveal pasty.
Oh my God.
They all agreed to it. It was rehearsed, da, 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 like it
Yeah.
was planned. So on the actual show, the live show, when he ripped it, it ripped everything and it revealed her breast.
Oh no.
And then from that, everyone was like, "Oh my God, Janet Jackson! Like, wah, wah, wah. Why would she do that? Like, it's an American home family football show, and
Oh
she
no.
up and she basically blaming everything on Janet Jackson." And then Justin Timberlake said nothing. So everyone was like, "Look how you did, Janet Jackson! You threw her under the bus." Blah, 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 blah. But no, he just said nothing. Like, what do you? I don't understand what you want him to do. Like,
Probably nowadays someone would say something, but those were like very strange times. Like the
yeah.
2000s to like 2012 was very strange. It was all like men can do nothing wrong and women do everything. Like it was very in the media for celebrities.
Yeah.
Like all the tabloids. It was weird. Like it was a weird time to be a girl.
Yeah. Super. But again, no excuse in his action. He's a grown man. He can definitely say like it was a wardrobe malfunction. It's not on her. It's literally on the day. Like it was unprepared. That he could have came out and said something. But does that make him a monster? No. And I know I'm being very biased, but I'm also very logical. And I'm saying that yes, he can be misogynistic. No, he's not a monster. Stop canceling my husband. I don't
I
respect
also
you.
just want to say not to help you defend your man, but loads of times celebrities can't say something because their management is like, oh my god, I'm coming out with all these documentaries. So watch the Taylor Swift documentary on Netflix. It's basically she wanted to say something political online, but because she was this country singer first, her management was like, no, you can't be political. Celebrities are just supposed to be like non-political. And she was like, but that's not what I want. Like, so oftentimes the social, it's not like they're free to post anything on social media. They're not like, I don't know. The Kardashians, I feel like, are more like, whatever, I'll post whatever I want.
Yeah.
But like celebrities like Taylor Swift, like
Musicians, actors.
musicians that have like a whole team behind them, that have like an image and stuff, they often get censored. And I think we don't realize how often it happens.
Yeah, it happens quite often. But yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. But that's why people don't like Demi Lovato, because she's very like
I
fuck.
don't like, I want to like her, but I don't like her. I feel bad.
Do you not like her?
I want to, but I just can't. I don't know what it's in me. Like, I don't know. She's just, when she speaks, I'm so tired.
I'm so done. Oh my god.
I feel bad for her though. There was like an interview that she had brain damage and she couldn't see and she couldn't read. And I was like, oh my God. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
I
No,
think
I want to like her. I don't know why I can't.
I
I'm
think she's just
sorry.
like unapologetically loud. Like there's ways to project your opinion, and she's just very like boisterous about it, if that makes sense. I think
I
that's
don't
why.
know if this is problematic, but I just remember her being like, you are beautiful without makeup. No one needs makeup and blah, 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 like going on these rants. And then on every post, she had like a full face of makeup. And I was just like,
Also, she's a bit hypocritical.
I don't know if it's hypocritical, but that just always sticks. I don't know. I feel like she still has a lot of problems. That's basically it. I think she needs more help.
Yeah, but everybody, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I've always been like, when it was like Selena against Demi or Miley, I was always like, I was always like a Selena Miley kind of girl. I was never a Demi Lovato kind of girl.
I was always Demi. Do you know why?
Yeah, what?
Unpopular opinion.
Went off the rails.
It's trash. I'm so sorry. Trash. She is trash. She does mediocre acting and she can't sing to save her life. I don't understand why she's as popular as she is. It's only because she dated Justin Bieber. That is my full-hearted opinion.
I just love Selena Gomez. I don't know why. I just love her.
I don't even know her personality type anymore. Like I used to know her on Disney Channel and then it faded off just to be Justin Bieber's girlfriend. And she's still to me Justin Bieber's ex-girlfriend. And I feel like that's why people hold her dearly, because they still want them to be together in this weird
No,
way.
listen, Selena Gomez is too good to be with someone like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, he's butters and he's married, so let it go.
I'm so angry at Hailey Bieber for changing her name to Hailey Bieber. I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah,
sorry. No, do whatever. If you want to change your name to your husband's name, but I thought as a society we moved on from that and we were keeping our names, but I guess not.
Oh my god, every person I have like spoken to in like my past who I've been interested in, like, as a kid, you're like, oh, if my name was their name, like, what would it be? It's all butters. I really feel like I'm gonna keep my name because my name doesn't sound good with other people's names.
Imagine I achieve something great in life and then it's my husband's last name. I'm like, no. But then again, it's also my dad's name right now. So really, it's just a line of.
Oh, I have both.
Oh yeah, we love that.
I'm a double barrel girl, but yeah, no.
You literally have King, so you're like.
Yeah, and that's my mom, but I want to get rid of the Zoysa part and just like.
It's gonna be cool, like artist name, Shania King.
Yeah, but then like there's Stephen King, there's other kings, and it's just a bit.
But you are the king of the kings.
I am the king of the kings, but it's a bit basic. So I like to keep my full name, but my last name, the second one, is actually not even Zoysa. It's meant to be something else because my dad is problematic and illegal.
Oh my god. My mom has the same thing. In her passport it says 2 last names, and actually her second last, because my grandparents were Croatian immigrants to Germany. And so they took their real last name is there, but then the second one is my granddad's, like it was his nickname or something, but now it's like it got put in as like a second last name. And my mom was like, I don't know how that happened. So yeah. Yeah. So it happens with immigration and stuff. So
no, my dad's just illegal. I don't know what's wrong with this man.
Oh my god. Anyway, this went off the rails.
Yeah, so free Britney. Anyway, so Justin Timberlake done all that. He apologized. I don't think it was very good.
worst people to attack in this situation.
In this whole situation, there's worse things to focus on than Justin Timberlake. Like, you're giving him all the power again for no reason. Like, that was
when
not
we should focus on the dad or like
exactly
the paparazzi or the press or something.
to reveal how problematic the actual situation is that we're meant to be talking about than the history that she went through. Like, he was there in a 3 minutes, had a 3 minute segment in an hour
And it was
documentary.
like all the way at the beginning, probably to like make people like, oh, Justin
What?
Timberlake, because it was
Yeah.
another famous name.
But all I see is, oh, Justin Timberlake, like, no, I didn't even know about conservatorship was the main focus of the documentary until I watched the documentary.
We need to talk about another thing. In the documentary, there's like these two girls that have an Instagram account and a podcast called like Britney's Gram or something. I think
Oh my
it's
god!
something like that.
Before we get into that, their intro is amazing. We need to work on ours.
We need an intro.
We need an intro because that one was really cool, and I was like, oh my god, it made me think of you, and I was like, Julie, we need to think of it.
Yeah, I was like, I wish we had like a whole podcast dedicated to. Basically, what they do is they look through, because in the whole Free Britney movement, they are convinced that Britney puts like secret messages in her Instagram posts because that's the only thing she can do without. Well, probably people look over before she posts, but like not, they're not posting for her, I think.
Yeah.
That was like the, and then someone was like, oh, if you need help, wear yellow in your next post. And then she wore yellow, and people were like, but maybe this person posted every color in the rainbow, so who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, they go through her Instagram and they try to find secret messages that Britney's leaving for her fans to tell them that she's okay, or
Yeah.
what actually is going on and stuff. And yeah, that is actually crazy to me.
But that's why people aren't taking it seriously. They think it's just like a fan conspiracy based thing that is not actually real and serious what she's going through.
But when you go on her Instagram, the videos they have like an eerie, weird vibe. Like something feels off. Do you know what I mean?
But do you feel like that just because you've seen the
No,
documentary?
even before, I was like a few years ago, I was like, oh, I want to follow Britney Spears on Instagram, just see what she's doing. And all the videos, like she has like a weird vibe on, like just from her. Like she's like, I don't know, I feel like someone's drugging her to keep her like calm. It's very strange.
I mean, she's on medication that we don't know what she
Yeah.
could be on, and she's being fed stuff that she has to take all the time or not take, you know? Like, she could have a serious mental illness that we don't even know, that is being hidden from the
Yeah.
world because we can't know, innit? So
But then they make her like, she had this Las Vegas show for like years. So she wasn't touring anymore, but she had this stable show in Las Vegas that you could go watch. Like, I think it was like it was like loads of nights in the week. I don't remember how many. And so you're telling me this girl has mental health issues. She can't be responsible for herself, but she has to do a full-time show in front of people like half the week, or I don't know how much it was. It's crazy to me.
like, imagine, wait, sorry, hold on. Imagine, yeah, we're getting bank for hard work and sweat that we do ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that I can't receive it because my father decided to take control of me like I'm a child.
Mm.
And I'm a big, big, big 38?
Yeah.
Like,
It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy.
and I can function within society, obviously, because I'm doing functional societal things, and you're telling me I still can't be control if I can see my kids or not, if I can go outside or not, if I can post certain things or not. Like, I have to be cryptic.
There's no way she's not fucked up after this. I think that's why she's probably like, I don't mind the conservatorship, just don't put my dad.
She has no hope. That's why she's saying I don't mind. I don't think she even sees a life without with being in control. Like, her whole life since she was a kid, well, just after she was a kid, she lost control completely. Like, and she says you have to be in control, otherwise you get mixed up in unnecessary things. But all the time she was forced to be mixed up in unnecessary
But
things.
how is she allowed to have a husband and a boy? Or I don't know if it's her husband or partner or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
If like, because they say the conservatorship is for people that can be taken advantage of because they can't make choice for themselves. So wouldn't that like prevent her from having a partner? Because then that person could take advantage. Like, I don't understand. It all makes no sense to me.
Yeah, like exactly. She's capable of having a relationship.
It's just weird. And the boyfriend literally says the father's a dick. So I just believe this man.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
a little bit problematic, isn't it?
hashtag free Britney.
Free Britney. Honestly, I think that's so sickening that you, in this age, there's ways to still manipulate people. And I'm not even saying like this is highly on just misogyny. It's also just manipulation of people who can be taken advantage of.
Yeah,
Like people who are very vulnerable. She's a very vulnerable person. She's obviously going through so much struggle, and it's just, and then it's a legal thing to be taken advantage of.
it's weird. Do you remember Amanda Bynes?
Mm.
She's on a conservatorship as well.
But was she actually like crazy?
No, but she's better. She's better too, apparently, but you never hear from her anymore.
Yeah.
And there was like this weird thing where she also has a boyfriend now.
Mm.
And then they both posted that she was pregnant. And then her dad, her dad or her mom has the responsibility over her. And then they came out, no, she's not pregnant, but they posted like proof and like the scan. Like
Oh.
it's also very strange, but I feel like she's not as like no one talks about her anymore.
Yeah, we don't know
So,
if it's functioning
so
well
it's just
enough.
as weird. So I feel like
Yeah.
there's something going on like with those conservatorships in America, something really weird and strange.
Something really illegal was happening. Like someone's getting paid off to allow this to be happening.
It's weird.
It has to be.
But you know how I was saying, so like the press and media were crazy in those years.
Mm.
I feel like it's better, but then just to come back to like Daily Mail and The Sun and all these kind of tabloids in the UK.
But do people actually read that? Like at work, right? We have a whole newspaper standing.
Yeah,
And the only people I see approach them is old people. I never see like
exactly.
middle-aged people read them. It's like nobody actually reads them anymore.
Like
So
old ladies.
yeah, like I hope one like they actually leave people alone. But even the pictures on there aren't really like candid pictures. They look posed or taken from somewhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as before.
But what I wanted to say for that is usually like I think it's better too. But then I saw a post comparing the articles Daily Mail wrote about Kate versus the one they write about Meghan, and it's literally like they did the same thing, but Meghan was like criticized for it, and
Yeah.
Kate was praised for it.
Yeah.
So they still do it, but not with every woman now, just with POC women. They were like, let us respect white women, but that we can't do more. I'm sorry.
Every time I bring up this argument, do you know what white people say to me? Not all white people, but like older white people say to me, "Oh, it's not because she's black. It's because she's American. That's why." And I'm like,
That's still bad.
it's xenophobic. Like, what in the world? Like, okay, sure, let's make that the reason why we don't like her.
They were like, oh, Meghan has her hands in her pockets. How disrespectful, when literally there's pictures of the Queen and Kate doing it. Are we okay? Are we okay?
Are we all right? She's showing a bit of shoulder, and it's like, wow, she's a harlot. Like, she's the lady of the night. Please stop calling her a prostitute. Leave
Oh
her.
my.
Leave
Leave Britney and leave Meghan alone.
But no, I really feel for Britney Spears.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying the things we had like in the 2000s with like young white celebrities like Britney, Lindsay Lohan, and Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Who else was there? I think those were the main three, right?
Yeah. Until Kim K came up, but she didn't really get any bad press like that.
No, but it's as you say, Kim Kardashian, like that's the problem. Kim Kardashian and all these Kardashians, they can post on social media, be like, no, that's literally not what happened, and here's.
That's because whatever they do isn't detrimental to them. If they do something bad, it's just gonna bring them more popularity. So.
But royal people really can't. Like Meghan can't just post on. Well, she could before, but obviously not anymore. They're not allowed to have social media and stuff, so she just has to accept whatever's going on.
You know, she's coming out with an interview talking about the royal family. I'm
I
excited.
just want her to be like, this is all they did, like, and come out with some like crazy stuff. But I know they won't. But I just want her to destroy the monarchy in the UK. I'd be so happy.
Oh, 100%. But she seems very poised.
Yeah.
So she might be respectful. But with me, if that was me, I'd be like, fuck Lizzie, fuck that bitch. How
Oh
dare
my
she do
god.
this to me?
Every time I bring this up with the British person, I'm like, do you know that you're paying money for them to live? Like, they're doing
Literally.
nothing, and your tax money is going to them. And then every
Literally.
time British people are like, but they bring a lot of tourism and money to us. I'm like, people would literally go see the palaces if they live there or not. It doesn't make a
Exactly.
difference.
Honestly, when they come here, that's all they do anyway. They never spot a royal. So what is
They
the
just want to see the buildings and stuff, and they'll still be there.
and they're still happy. Like they'll go on the London Eye and be like, "This was the best trip ever. Oh my god, London's amazing." It's not, but like that's what they'll think. They don't need to see a royal to be like, ah. And it's just the weddings. How often do people get married, and how much money does that take anyway to
I
do?
just can't.
Like I don't understand.
There
And
was
do we
this
even
one
have a funeral?
princess.
Do we have a day off for a funeral?
I don't know.
I hope so.
I
That
can't
sounds
believe
bad.
the whole country got a day off for Kate and William to get married. I just can't.
That was amazing. I thought, wow, that was great. It was a great time for me in school. And the Olympics was around that time as well, I swear.
I fucking loved the Olympics here in the UK. It was the best thing ever.
I didn't even watch it, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
came to London just for it.
It's once in the lifetime type of thing. I've never watched the Olympics anyway.
Oh my god, I love the Olympics. I'm obsessed.
Really?
I was so upset when they cancelled it this year. I was like, no.
Oh, babe, no,
It's always gonna happen this summer.
I don't have an attraction or an affinity to it. I have never really
Mm.
been patriotic in any sense of a way, and I don't really like sports. So to me, it's just there. I respect it though. It's just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get back to overall Britney and how the whole thing was women bad, men good, basically. Because that's what's happening in the conservatorship too. They trust the dad more than Britney herself.
Let's talk about women good, women bad, men good. Do you think misogyny has decreased over the years?
I want to say yes, but I want to say in my environment maybe yes, and that's why. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe I just because I will not surround myself. If someone says something like sexist, I will not surround myself with that person. So the bubble I created might be less sexist than people actually, the majority of people actually are.
I feel you 100% because recently I had to cut off this person. He's probably listening because he listens to my podcast, but because I deleted him off Snap and then he re-added me and I aired it. I don't know if he'll listen, but if you're listening, I hope you learn from this and do better because
listen and learn.
Yeah, you're actually pathetic. So, um, he basically there was this TikTok I saw and I saved it because when I was single, I was like just laughing at how like silly these men are. We'll get into how silly these men are in Talking Stage.
Oh my god.
So he posted it and I was like, oh, ha ha ha. I actually saved this video and he posted it with an attachment to his friend's video. So the post was basically like, if we're talking and I post a picture of me on Snap and you don't pop up to it, I'm gonna assume we're not talking anymore. Like it's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that serious.
Mm-hmm.
Women are taking over their roles in how they place themselves with men.
Yeah.
So it's just funny, isn't it? And then he put a post with that saying, that's really dumb, like that's pathetic and dumb. If we did that every time it would be forced. But on the other hand, you should send a picture of you to us first before you post it so we can validate it, basically. And I was like, but that's essentially the same thing because regardless, you're still going to be complimenting her every time she sends you a picture.
Yeah.
Just like every time she posts it. And he was like, oh no, that's dumb. Women are just really dumb and they're just moving mad. Everyone's moving mad nowadays.
Oh, that's the it's always the straight white men. It's always straight white men. They always go,
He's not even white.
okay, straight men.
Straight men. The heck.
Cis straight men. They always go, nowadays everyone's so easily offended. Everyone is so sensitive. I just want equal rights. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
just want to be treated like everyone else. Thank you.
Like,
Thank
if
you.
a man can move mad and be a player, right? Quote unquote move mad, as in like they can go around, talk to whoever, cut girls off after having sex or even just flirting out of the blue, then surely women can do the same. Women can make jokes about how they view themselves in situationships in it. Like, I don't understand. Anyway, so he was like, yeah, no, you're just chatting shit. Like, women just chat shit. All women just chat shit.
Oh my
It's
God.
logical. Da, 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 da. And he was like, so I made my point, like, this is just repetitive, like you're just saying the same thing, it's a bit silly.
It's not so a productive conversation, basically.
Yeah. And then he was like, oh, but why, he was disputing me this entire time, and he was like, oh, but what if they never was on social media that day? And I was like, that point is irrelevant because that's not what she's talking about.
I'm so good. Imagine having this much feelings over TikTok. I just can't.
Exactly. He was so mad. And I was like, the girl was joking, first of all, anyway. But I was like, but what's that got to do with anything? The point is, if you saw my story and you didn't pop up, then it's an ish, then like we're just not talking. LOL. And then he was like, no, but what if they never was on Snap? You're not answering my question. You're avoiding it, you're babbling, you're this, you're that. Like
It's just a joke.
It's just a joke, but then you're disputing me and degrading me for what I'm saying to you as illogical, emotional, and babbling because I'm a woman and I'm agreeing with a woman. How dare
Imagine being
you?
this upset. I just can't.
Imagine being this upset. And then I'm like, why are you so upset? Who hurt you, bro? Like, and then I mess to conclude, I was like, he tried to get at me in every way, and every thing I was saying, he couldn't dispute it, but he kept trying to dispute it. And then when I'm telling you you're trying to dispute me, you're saying, oh, I'm not just trying to dispute you. I'm just saying. No, you're not just saying, innit? You're just finding every reason to disagree with me because I'm a woman and a woman hurt you, so you're offended.
Men also hate when women are right and they're wrong, and they can't, like, they
Say
hate
nothing.
accepting that they're wrong. Like,
Yeah.
they hate it.
And so I messaged our mutual friend, and he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, why would you bother arguing him? He's butthurt because of what women have done to him. And it was like, do you know what? If you're a man and you're listening to this, if you're a heterosexual man and you're listening to this, how could you ever find a woman being misogynistic? How could you ever find a woman or want a woman to take you seriously when you're pathetically saying petty things or believing in petty statements that all women are a certain way?
I think in our society, people were used to that girls, like, there was this whole phenomenon, it's dying out now, thank God,
Mm,
that girls were like, oh, I'm not like other girls, and I hate girls just as much as you. So these guys that had these misogynistic views on girls, they were getting validated by other girls because they were like, oh, I hate them too. I'm so different, blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
And nowadays it's dying out because it's more like girls support girls and we don't do that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
saying it doesn't exist anymore because I still see TikToks that promote that. But I feel like it was, yeah, it flipped. Like, it used to be like 70% girls would be like, I'm so different, blah, 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 blah. And now it's like, no, literally, we're all this, like, stop.
We're all somewhat the same in it.
Like, not the same, and like, we're all, like, it's just saying, like, everyone is their own person, and that's fine. We don't have to praise ourselves for being not
different.
feminine on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like these guys are like, oh, I used to get validated for my, like, or like get girls with the views I have, and now I don't anymore, and they're like pissed off about it, basically.
I think the misogyny is new for men who can't handle women catching up to their pace.
Yeah.
Like, we've now finally established that actually we don't fuck with you that much. We don't fuck with you that heavy. We value ourselves and respect ourselves more than to what you're saying to us or how you're moving to us. Because we don't need you in it. Dick is dick. I can just go find dick anywhere. I don't actually need you. And if you don't want to give me the emotional reciprocation that I need, I can go find it somewhere else. And it's like finally realizing that, and then men be like, women are trash, women are this, women are that, and they'll be like, oh, but it's a double standard because women say men are trash. No. Do you know how long you've been saying that women are whores? Do you know how long that you've been saying that women are a certain type of way in a negative trope for how long? But we can't scream that the same thing. We can't give you the same energy. You still say women are trash. You still say women are this and that and all the words under the sun when we don't.
You know what I also
agree with
hate?
you.
On the opposite, we now have like guys saying, "Oh, but girls now are like they want to have equal rights, so why can't they make the first move?" They're like complaining that they have to make the first move, and I'm like, if you want to date this shy girl,
Go for it.
no, but she's not going to make the first move just because we're now or like just because we're feminists and want to have equal rights. It doesn't mean that every girl is going to be like super open and
Isn't it?
getting the
I
guy.
moved to my man first. You know what I mean? Like,
They complain about anything.
it's just so dumb. I have more stories, but we are coming up to an hour. If you guys want us to do like a more story time, I have more stories. That was just
Oh my god.
a small
But
thing.
can I also say, when men do something wrong, we have to help them, hold them accountable, and then keep holding them accountable, not just forgive and forget, and then treat them like nothing ever happened.
Exactly. Like, I know saying men are trash is wrong. It is. Because not all men are trash, but not all women are. And for
Just want everyone to know when me and Shania say that, we just mean the sexist men. We don't mean the actual men that we love in our life. And you know who you are, so you're fine.
And if you don't, I probably cut you off anyway. But it's just like, it's just really frustrating because it's like for centuries we've been abused emotionally, physically, mentally with derogatory terms and actual things, and then you're telling me you're upset because a woman said you're trash. I'm sorry, I'm confused. Like, you've been just because. Do you know what? For another example, we was listening to music, me, my mum, my brother, Peyton, and then because we was listening to like the old school songs, because my mum, all the songs that came, well, like 90% of them was about a woman getting cheated on. And do you know what my brother said? Men ain't shit. And I was
Oh
like,
my god.
yeah,
That's also a thing. All these rap songs from, I don't know, the 2000s till now, being about women are hot and women are, and I fuck all these bitches and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B come out with one song that's like, I'm hot and I have a wet ass pussy, and everyone like, how dare they talk about sex? It's not what all these rappers have done that for years, and now you're. I just can't. That's the biggest example of misogyny right now. I'm like,
there's been so many explicit songs from men for how long? I know, telling me. Fucking the new song that came out with the baby, you know, the song like I like to be fat like a slut.
yeah.
I actually listened to the full version. It is disgusting. Like, it's actually disgusting. Like, literally grotesque. It's great. I think I like the song, but it's actually grotesque. The whole song is about nutting on a woman's face. But
where's the drama from here? Where's the Karens, moms that are upset that that's on the radio? Where is it?
They're all singing "I like to be fucked like a slut." This is what I mean.
All upset when Cardi B came out. Where are these people now? Where are they now?
They're just they're quiet. They're shh.
That's calm.
Literally just disappeared out of nowhere.
But also on this note, I'm over like the sexualized songs. Like, give me something new. Like we have like a million songs now about sex. I'm over it now.
I'm over it. Give me something about love or some shit about making money or something. Like, if you want to get me hyped, you don't have to get me hyped about sex. Like,
I know sex sells though, so that's probably why.
Yeah, but like Doja Cat and thingy, Sweetie made a song about being best friends. Give me something more positive. Like,
cute. We love that.
Give me something more. But yeah, I have more misogynistic stories about talking stages, all of that. Because I
just want to say with the story posting on the Instagram, like related to the TikTok you explained.
Oh yeah. I will.
I just want to say, if your boyfriend ever says anything about what you should or should not post, just leave him. Thank you.
Let him go.
Because my ex-boyfriend used to be like, I don't want you to post bikini pictures. And I actually didn't. And I was like, no.
You didn't, sis.
I don't know. I was young and dumb. And I was like, I mean, do I really have to? But now I'm like, look at my bag. The yada, yada, yada.
Body, yada, yada, yada.
Oh my God. The first picture I posted when we broke up was me in a bikini. I was like,
Fuck you, bitch.
Then you know what he said? He said, because we were like still talking when we broke up because he wouldn't accept it. He was like, if you just wanted to post a picture in a bikini, you know, you could have just said, I was like, I literally did. And you threw a fit.
Yeah.
So I left it. And you know what? My friend, shout out to Roxana, me and her went to Bali, yeah. And she posted a picture of us two, like both in our bikinis in a mirror, like a hot mirror selfie. Like it wasn't even sexy. It was just like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
And he made me ask her to remove it. And I was so embarrassed to myself.
Oh my God.
And she was like, I'll just remove it. I don't want you guys to fight. And I was like, thank you.
Oh my God.
Just if your boyfriend is ever like, just leave him. It's not worth it. Just post whatever you want. It's like, your Instagram.
Nobody should have autonomy over what you do. Like nobody should have that type of control. Like it's not okay. As you said, we're in 2021. If we're still finding it hard to be equal, then I don't know. I don't know.
You can find someone else because now I have a boyfriend that literally picks out the pictures.
He takes the pictures. The fact
he takes the pictures. I'm like, which one should I post? He's like, all of them are great. I'm like, yes, we love that support. Glow up. Glow up in men.
We do love good men.
Also, it was just Valentine's Day. I know that, I'm aware. And if you don't have a person on Valentine's Day, it's completely fine because it's a capitalistic holiday that no one needs. Thank you.
I'm so done. What a way to end it. I'm so done.
You don't need no man and you don't need no woman. You don't need no anyone.
No, you don't.
You just need yourself and your self-worth.
Buy yourself some chocolates and some roses, man. That's all you need to do. If you're that like romantic.
Buy vegan chocolate, thank you.
Or do Valentine's Day. Do you know what? I found it more cute doing like a card and a chocolate for my friend than I did for my man's, you know? Like it's just.
I'll do it like my friend Julia and just say happy February Day. And I was like, agreed.
Oh, I love that. That's adorable. But thanks for listening, guys.
We love you and we'll be back every week now, hopefully.
Hopefully, if we don't have a mental crisis.
Oh my God, because the dissertations come in closer and closer. So
we'll let you know. We'll keep you updated.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.